Hello, my name is Remi Vespertine. I will be born 30 or so years from now. Well, not exactly. I've already been born in this timeline. Again, not exactly. Maybe I should start from the beginning. I was born to a family without birth permits, so I started life as a ward of the corporate state. I don't know if there would be any point in explaining how things work where I'm from, but I guess it's a lot like here, except the world is a little more dead, and the corporations and governments are a little more greedy. Tech is high, but life is low. Anyway, in my teens, I was taken with the other company-raised children to the processing center to be chipped, and assigned the low-level jobs that we would be performing for the rest of our lives. But I never arrived at the education facility. I escaped. Unlike legally born kids that are chipped at birth, corporal kids don't get their ID chips implanted until aptitude confirmation. So I was able to slip to the edge of the city, where I learned to survive on my own. It's not easy or safe on the edge, learning only from my friends or my mistakes. Like most of the nameless ghosts on the edge, I survived by leveraging the fact I hadn't been chipped. Kids without ID chips in their brains could slip through checkpoints, hide in cargo, or sidestep RFID scanners and metal detectors. We were the perfect warriors for the underworld, and this unique capability was always in demand. So, how did I get here from there? The short version? I stole a van. The job was simple. Get smuggled into a high-rider ground prep plant and jack a specific vehicle. Even had the fake biometrics for it. Easy money. I took the job and got shipped into a secure site in a container full of textiles. No chips, no detection. Straightforward as usual. The ride in question was some kind of heavily modified recreational vehicle. It was as big as a bus and was able to both row and fly. Just looking at it had me wondering how much something like this would cost, and who could possibly deserve to have this much scratch. It was like a house inside, nicer than the nicest place I've ever lived. The lower half was filled with some kind of advanced tech, but the upper part was like a little palace. The biometrics worked and got it started, but I knew the real job would start as soon as I started driving. Whoever owned this thing would definitely be interested in keeping it. This is where the story gets weird. The van was not set up like any vehicle I had driven before, and the job data had no information about it. It seemed more like a spaceship than a car. As soon as I engaged the reactor, alarms started going off. The wheel and pedals did nothing. It was in some kind of standby mode. I was panicking, searching the controls for anything recognizable. I saw a button in the plexiglass box. Accelerator. I hit it and everything went black.
And so the multiverse is not just some invention out of the ether. It flows out of an application of quantum mechanics to general relativity. We're not completely there yet with a full solution, but it's why the idea is taken seriously. It's not just an invention.
The transition was like some kind of dream. I remembered things I hadn't done, people I hadn't met, things I hadn't seen, and places I hadn't been. But they were not dreams, they were memories. my own life experiences from an alternate self. Everything was familiar and unfamiliar at the same time. Apparently, this is what happens when parallel realities converge. Since then, I've come to learn that this feeling is called the Mandela effect.
When you mention parallel universes, the eyes sort of roll up and you giggle and you say to yourself, this is just silly, this is nuts. However, things have changed now. The paradigm has shifted. The multiverse idea, once thought to be so crazy it only belonged on evening night television, has now become the dominant theory in cosmology. It's unavoidable. You cannot avoid the theory of the multiverse.
And so, here I am. Push the button in the magic school bus and reach a couple universes. Maybe it's a little anticlimactic, but life's like that. On the upside, I kept the RV. It's my home how I explore this timeline. Since I remember being a streamer as my alternate self, I'll do that from here too. A black cat once told me that there is more to life than just being alive. I'm not planning to let the second chance go to waste.
My mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how is it supposed to feel?